So in this session, I want to talk about the certification process for ISO 42001. And almost any ISO certification really has 3 steps, and we'll cover through those. So the 3-step process is as follows. So almost always you're going to start off with planning with your external auditor. And when I think about planning, one, you need to select an external auditor, and we'll talk about how to think through selecting an auditor here in just a second. Then you want to agree on the scope with your external auditor so they'll know exactly what they're assessing. You're going to agree on a timeline to hold each other accountable so that you'll make sure you have that certification in hand at the right time. And you want to agree on a communication plan. Things like how are they going to communicate information requests to you? What if they find a potential exception? How will they communicate to that to you, and to who will they communicate? So think about all that stuff during planning. Then a few weeks later, or whenever you guys agree, you're going to execute what's called a stage 1 audit. A stage 1 audit is when the auditor reviews the design of your program. So they're going to look at your aims, your management system, governance, your policies. What they're looking for is comfort that really you're ready for the full-blown stage 2 audit. So you can think of that as a design audit. Usually those audits are a couple of days. It's the lightest portion of your audit, 1 to 2 days. If you're a really big company, maybe it might be a full week, but it's fairly low lift. And in terms of evidence that you have to provide the auditor, you can think of that maybe 20 to 25 audit artifacts, pieces of evidence that you'll need to provide the auditor. Once you get through stage 1, you're going to move into the stage 2 audit. And the stage 2 audit is kind of the big audit. That's the audit that they're going to be doing walkthroughs. They're going to give you an information request list, and you're going to have to provide them, 75 or 100 audit artifacts, depending on the size of your organization. They're going to assess your aims, and they're also going to assess all 38 controls. They're going to do walkthroughs. It's more intensive. And then if and when you get through that stage 2 audit, then, about a month later, that's when you're going to get the certification in hand. So this is what the certification process looks like. Just keep in mind that audits are 2 work streams, not 1. There's 2 stages, and that's pretty helpful. So in the next session, what I want to talk about is in that planning process, as you're thinking about selecting an auditor, a certification body, what should you be considering, and who's actually authorized to issue certifications? So I'll see you in that next session.